We learned very quickly on this trip that June in Maine does not always mean sunny skies and warm weather. We came to Baxter State Park with a goal to climb the famous Mount Katahdin, the northernmost point of the Appalachian Trail. As we embraced the conditions, we began wondering if it was a good idea to hike up such difficult terrain and into even harsher weather. We decided to get to base camp and make our decision from there. While we were hiking, we learned that a beaver had dammed up the primary path to our campsite, so we would have to cross 2 major streams to make it to camp that night.
Oh my! I need to see how deep he gets. Oh, it's scrotum level for sure. Is it? Yeah. You feel? Josh? How do you feel? I can't feel. Yeah.
At this point of the hike, we were all cold, wet, and miserable, just hoping that when we got to our campsite, we would find that our sleeping bags were still dry so that we could get some sleep that night.
Dude, it's cold. It's cold. I need up. Dude, that was literally like the best game of events.
We're here. That's where I was trying to get to.
Dude, this is wild. Dude, this is bad.
That's where we came from.
Russell Prime.
That's where we came from.
At the campsite, we ended up meeting Danielle. She was a ranger in charge of that area of the park. She highly advised us not to hike Katahdin due to the bad weather, but instead she recommended we go to Wasatch Lake, which was her favorite spot in the entire park. We were upset about not doing Katahdin, but Wasatch Lake ended up being a wonderful consolation prize.
Later, haters. Don't want to do your own?
At the lake, we found a couple of kayaks and canoes that allowed us to explore the park by boat. With the beautiful weather and the surprise addition to the trip, we couldn't have asked for a better day.
Dude, what? Literally, like, we could just drift. You're gonna let the way back. The way back is gonna be so easy.
No, we're not gonna have
to be epic.
As we were paddling, we noticed a trailhead marker sticking out of the forest and decided to see where it led us. We soon realized that we were on the trail to Green Falls, which we had learned earlier from the ranger had the cleanest water in the park and that it was safe to drink straight from the falls.
Anyone to actually trust to drink it?
What? I'll drink.
Go for it. So great. Oh, dude, I see where I'm gonna get water from. Oh, so great. I gotta get there. I wanna get a little wet.
I forgot how that beautiful looks. I was just here a minute ago.
The next morning, we started hiking back to the car in weather that was much drier and much warmer than when we had made the hike in.
Going the wrong way. Going way towards the water. Keep going. I might keep off my pants the whole rest of the trip. My legs get numb pretty quickly. Yeah, but once you get out in the sun, it feels like you're really nice. All right. You still gotta cross one more.
We ended up leaving the park with a feeling that we had unfinished business for not climbing Mount Katahdin. But regardless, we rated this as one of our all-time favorite backpacking experiences. When we came to Acadia, the number one trail we had to experience was the Beehive Trail. We got there an hour before sunset, and we were lucky enough to have the entire trail to ourselves.
Big deal. Yeah. Imagine we're gonna be sitting in most of the pond drinking. Oh my god. Bro. Yeah. Up there.
The Beehive Trail is known for its steep granite staircases, iron rungs, exposed cliff faces, and its incredible views of the Atlantic Ocean. The next day, we decided to do one more hike to get a better feeling for the rest of the park.
I must have some sort of drill hole and then like, yeah, you're right.
When I make these videos, it reminds me of how much fun I have on these trips with my best friends. I will always remember these trips we took in our 20s, and as we move on to starting families, new careers in new states, and whatever other events that pulls us in different directions, I hope we will always find time to do this again. Cheers to you, Mason, Mitch, and Jack.